Hello, Professor. Thank you so much for this grand opportunity to pursue my practicum with you this spring semester. It was informative of myself and how I present myself to others, and I truly am going to inspire to be a better person. But this is my presentation. I labeled it a new path, which was a play on my final paper, which was a heavy path. So I'm going to break it down to you month by month, how everything played out for me. Uh, it was in the beginning, like baby steps. I was new to it. I had set up my schedule at work to coincide with the practicum, making sure that my work was timely, make sure that I had all the key points. There were some hiccups that I noted, and I hope that next time around that I have fixed. The time logs were always on time with my preceptor. I made sure that they were adequate and to the T. The first month of coursework, which was the annotated bibliography and the introduction, they were manageable. There wasn't really anything overloading for me with pertaining to work and the internship and doing the class. And then meeting with you always had great insight. I was able to discuss some of my problems, get you to help me with certain aspects of the project. Second and third month was the slow beginning of change with regards to my internship and my work quality. That's when we started getting into the grading, the instructor context where I had to grade other people's work. It was a little sketchy for me at first because I didn't know what you expected. I felt like I was failing by giving them 50 because I didn't know. Well, English is I love English, and it's my first language, but like grammatical English is a little hard for me. So I didn't know if I was supposed to grade on that or was I supposed to grade on the flow. So I felt bad for giving them a good grade. Um, but at the same time, I didn't see anything noticeable against them. Um, I did enjoy having the final paper broken down into like results, method, and discussion and final, because it really helped me out as a procrastinator and as someone who has ADHD. It narrowed down the big project into sections so that I didn't have to be overwhelmed or overthinking. Um, and then at the beginning, speaking with my fellow not coworkers, my fellow classmates, I was never late with my assignments or never late posting my assignments, so I never received emails from them with any complaints. So it was always professional. If I had to review, I would say, "Hey, I reviewed your work," and such likeness. The fourth month is where things became more difficult for me. So at this point, a lot of my internship hours were cut from the initial. I was on track with my time logs. I was on track with getting all the hours that I need. But the preceptor that I chose, they had some fallout with their programs that made it difficult for me to get my required hours. And that conflicted a lot with my work. So in order for me to have gained the amount of hours that I needed, I had to do my internship and then go straight to work, and then do my internship and go back to work. So I was working on limited amount of sleep, my assignments became affected by it. So instead of me being able to submit my instructor contacts and my assignments in the week prior and then keep in sequence with that, it was being submitted during the same week. And I was getting emails from fellow students about my assignments and not posting it. And it became an overwhelming negative experience for me. Not that I not that I'm blaming the students for anything. They were just trying to get their assignments in on time, making sure that everything was graded, that they weren't falling behind. And I understand and respect that. But at the same time, I was becoming overwhelmed because I wasn't being consistent with my time management. And it became very hard for me to focus, even with the breaking down of sections. So a lot of my assignments that I submitted in this month were not up to standard, or I was misinterpreting the assignments and not submitting proper work. The fifth month, which is what we're currently in, was just the culmination of all of the problems that I was facing. The lack of sleep, the frustration with my internship for being confusion, being confusing with instructions, on top of trying to get all my assignments done, just hit me at this point of the curriculum. I was plagued with a lot of sleep deprivation. Um, I I just didn't want to complete any of my assignments. I didn't even want to discuss any of my problems with family members. But it all brought to head what I realized I needed to work on and to pray about. And that is what the takeaway for me with this assignment is, that even though it was hard and difficult, I am completed with it. I'm done. I do not have any regrets about switching around. It made me capable for the workforce to be quick on my feet, quick thinking. It opened up the doors to that I may not be a multitasker, as I have advertised to other people, and how to work on it. So the final week is current. I am thankful for the experience. I'm thankful for the lessons that I've learned. I'm thankful for the people that I got to interact with who are from different parts of America and the world. I'm thankful for my internship, as it opened my eyes to the world of professionalism, uh, where I was not previously exposed with at my current job. Um, it's made me more conscious of my flaws and how to work on them to make myself a better person. The papers that I've written, I enjoyed writing the sections like I mentioned before. I am looking forward to being graduated and done, and I thank you so much, Professor, for allowing me to experience this, and that is my feedback.